What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Rimmen, aka All Fires. Now that Captain America Brave New World has finally dropped in theaters, Marvel Studios is going to turn its attention and its marketing dollars towards Daredevil Born Again, which drops in just over 2 weeks on March 4th on Disney+. Now, Marvel Studios' hopes for this show are as high as the fandom's. They think it can be one of the best performing Disney Plus shows of all time, and things haven't changed that much over there. Disney Plus subscriptions still really matter to them, so you can bet they're going to put this at the forefront of marketing and have promised to have something that is on par with the Netflix show. Well, we are hearing now from an industry insider about the earliest reactions and what people are saying about Daredevil Born Again, and if it's true, it's exactly what we've been hoping for. We're going to break down this industry insider's latest report about what's going on with Daredevil Born Again, and then add in some context from what's officially been said in the last couple of weeks from Marvel higher-ups, because they've been talking about it quite a bit. We're breaking it all down, latest rumored reactions to the upcoming Daredevil Born Again. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. If you're into that kind of thing, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaways. In fact, we just announced a brand new winner yesterday in our Captain America 5 video, so make sure to double back and check that. Also, we'll have another one for Daredevil Born Again's finale coming up very soon. Again, all you got to do is leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so as I mentioned moments ago in the prologue, people at Marvel Studios have been talking about Daredevil Born Again with really high praise, which makes this next industry insider update sound a lot more believable. This is coming from Demet. He's the editor-in-chief over at Nexus Point News. You may recognize the name. We've definitely re-reported on that industry insider editorial in the past, but like a lot of these editorials, they don't get everything right. They do have published proven track records, though. That's why we give them a lot more reverence, so take it as you will. But this is what he's saying as far as what he's heard already about Daredevil Born Again. I heard Daredevil Born Again is on par with the Netflix version, maybe even better. Now that's insanely high praise, but we know that's what Marvel Studios was going for when they decided to rip up the first 4 episodes they had shot and redo this thing from scratch. So the fact that it sort of was aimed at that all along, we knew that, but to hear people start to say now that they actually accomplished it is totally different. Now, Demet is not the only industry insider who's been talking about Daredevil Born Again. In fact, the Beyond Reporter, another Twitter scoopster we've been following lately here at the channel, went on to drop that the first episode for Daredevil Born Again is somewhere between 40 minutes and an hour. It's the longest in the series, and then went on to talk about some details I'm just going to avoid altogether, because whether they're true or not, no spoilers in this video, no need for that. But what struck me, pun totally intended, is that Marvel Studios has been saying almost the exact same thing that Demet's update said about basically in comparison to the Netflix show. And when it comes to the violence, and again, this is coming from people and producers who work on the show, actors in the show like Vincent D'Onofrio, they're assuring us that not only is it as violent as the Netflix series, but they've promised that in some cases it maybe even goes past the violence of the Netflix series, or that the Netflix series never attempted to do some of the things. Now, I'm not sure if they watched the Punisher series. That Punisher series was pretty nuts. There was a lot of blood, and I'm not saying that comparing it to Daredevil is the same as comparing it to Punisher, but they are definitely talking a huge game as far as where they are putting this show in comparison to its original, which we already know by most accounts in the fandom is an absolute masterpiece. Now, I use the words cautiously optimistic because here's the truth. This is a little bit different than Captain America Brave New World, where Sam Wilson is now Cap instead of Chris Evans, and trying to compare apples and oranges because they're completely different characters on screen, in the comics, and it's meant to be that way. But this is the same Daredevil. These are the same characters returning, the same actors playing them from the Netflix show. So I think it's a little bit easier to sort of connect A and B, especially on Marvel's side, and feel confident in saying, hey, yes, remember all that stuff you loved about the Netflix series that was really successful? Come back and check it out on Disney Plus. We have all that stuff. Maybe it's even more violent. But what ends up happening when you sort of evoke some of this nostalgia is that you're making unfair comparisons that don't have to be there. Captain America Brave New World is a movie that stands on its own without having to be compared to the Winter Soldier, and if this Daredevil Born Again series is good, it doesn't need to be compared to the Netflix series and its previous success. That was a long time ago. And maybe that's unfair because they're meaning for it to be an extension of that. Maybe this is the one instance where those kind of comparisons are warranted, again, because it's the same actors playing a continuation of that that storyline, and maybe it's a little unfair of me not to expect a huge brand like Marvel, who's invested the amount of money they have in this franchise over the last 20 years, not to use specific anchor points within the brand to try to sell their new product. That would be silly for any company. Still, I don't think Marvel needs to do it, but regardless, today's report didn't come from Marvel. It came from someone in the industry who's hearing from someone who saw the series already that it was really good and on par with Netflix. And I will admit, this is a little bit different than what we were hearing about Captain America Brave New World, where there weren't a lot of positive reactions early on. Either way, when you've got the showrunner on the series out there saying that the violence they did in the show is, quote, way past anything that Netflix ever did, those are really, really strong claims, and Lord knows they put the right characters in there. He's got Frank Castle next to him. They're fighting against Muse. There's going to be a lot of blood in these first episodes, but what Daredevil was always known for was its highly choreographed, skilled fight scenes. And if you remember from the first 2 seasons, especially those long scenes with the camera in the hallway where they would focus, honestly, I don't know what's better, season 1 or season 2. I think season 2, when he's got the gun taped to his hand after he had been on the roof with the Punisher. Still, I hope that they know that the diehard fans, now that they've compared this to the Netflix show as much as they have, the diehard fans are waiting on one of these scenes, and I wouldn't be surprised that the reason we're getting a 2-episode premiere and on that first night is because episode 2 might actually have that scene, so everyone will know when we see that, okay, we're back. You guys let me know all your thoughts though down below. What are your hopes for Daredevil Born Again? How hype are you for that show? I know I'm definitely extremely excited, but their track record at Disney Plus has not been great. Although I will say Loki Season 2 was an absolute classic, but if they want to be one of the best things on Disney Plus, they have to at least live up to that. I'm all yours as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away PS5s at the channel. Like I said, we just gave one away yesterday. That video was, the announcement was at the end of the Captain America 5 video. Go ahead and check back on that. I don't really think the algorithm pushed that video out too much. Not a lot of people watched it. That announcement's there. The next one will be for the finale of Spider-Man, which is literally on Tuesday, and then another one for the finale of Daredevil Born Again in about 6 weeks. If you want to be entered to win, all of the same rules will always apply for the future giveaways, and it's super simple. Just hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, live with my voice in the winning comments shown on screen, so please be safe and vigilant on my channel or any other. Remember, anybody can grab a content creator's photo and claim to be them. Never give out your information on third-party app like WhatsApp or Telegram, and rest assured, no content creator, including myself, will ever charge you for shipping. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, or wherever you listen to original music under the name AllFires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.